Hello, my wonderful rolling mat community. So today I have a nice balanced flow that incorporates a lot of the different poses that we've worked on throughout the month of April. So if you want to go back and get a couple of refreshing videos in, please go for it. Otherwise, please slip into something comfy and meet me at the top of your mat. We'll begin in mountain posture, really grounding through the feet. Loop the shoulders back. Go ahead, bring the arms down to your side, fan your fingers like starfish, energy out of the fingertips, energy into the feet, pressing into the earth, really feeling the balance and stability in both feet here. You can place one hand on top of heart, followed by the other, and just give gratitude to this moment. Feel stable, feel balanced, and know that you are capable of so much more than you realize. Gentle breath connect. Float the hands down. We're going to bring our weight distribution to the right foot, and then just start to see if you can gently hover the left foot, just hovering it off the ground, feeling the balance in that right leg. And then soften, opposite side, rooting down through the left leg, hover the right foot, pull up through the core, energy out of the big toe ball mound and heel of that hovering foot, energy out of the fingertips. Once more on each side. Connect to the breath. Feel the steady sway as you balance. Switching it over if you haven't already. And then find the ground with both feet. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Nice big stretch here. We're going to grab that left hand the right hand with the left and take a nice big lateral stretch over to the left side, and then see if you can hover that left foot. Energy out of the heel, and then bring it back to center, bending into the knees, and we're just going to switch hands. So whichever hand you didn't have before, lift up, pull over, and then see if you can hover that opposite leg, the leg that we're stretching through, so that you can really get a nice full body stretch through that side. And you're also working on balance. And meet me back into the center line. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale as you forward fold, hinge from hips. Bending in the knees. Inhale for a nice half lift. And then bend those knees. We're going to root down through the right foot and then float the left toes back, finding low lunge. So loop the shoulders back, hover the fingertips, engage the core, helps you to be mindful of core engagement. Toning up through the legs, and then we're just going to softly swivel wide legs. So wide leg forward fold here. So swiveling over to the left side of the mat, I believe it is. Find some length here, bending in the knees, bring the hands to the hips, and then gently lift yourself up. So we're really going to start to root down. We're going to do a little bit of balance here and engaging the core. Taking the right hand out to the side, rooting down through the left leg. See if you can bring that leg up, bring knee and elbow in towards one another, and then back out to wide legs. Exhale, contract the core, bring knee and elbow in. Last one like this. And then see if you can add a little bit of fire by pointing toes and just hovering toes off of the floor, engaging the core, balancing on that supporting leg. Last one here. And then next time we bring it in, we're going to work our way into mountain pose. So go ahead, level out the hips, float hands to heart center, nice bend into the knee, energy out of that foot, flex the foot. And you can take that knee open to the opposite side, getting a nice inner thigh stretch. You can bring opposite hand to hip if it helps. And then we're going to bring it into that tree pose, pointing toe toward the leg without touching it first. Engage the core. And then see if you can reach down and bring that foot up into inner thigh. And then if you'd like to grow those branches, feel nice and stable and sturdy. So this is a lot of time balancing into one leg, so take breaks when you need to. Float hands down to heart, a one-legged mountain pose. Then we're going to bend into that knee, that supporting knee, and see if we can take it into an eagle posture. So you can kickstand the toes down to the mat, or you can wrap that foot around the back of the calf. And then softly float the hands out to center. Find it in the legs first, then if you'd like to, eagle the arms, right arm under left. Or you can self-love hug. Gripping onto the backs of the shoulder blades, breathe. Find a focal point. Inhale the arms out, bring hands back to center. Sit a little lower, see if you can bring it into funky chair. This is a new one we just did yesterday. Revisit that video if you need to. And then plant it down into chair pose. Invite the heat into the legs. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, forward fold, let that go. And we'll meet at the top of the mat, going to the opposite side. So we're gonna roll through a little vinyasa here if you'd like to. Plank, chaturanga, up dog, or knees, chest, chin to cobra, whichever feels nice for you. Just letting out some of that energy, downward facing dog. Come up to toes, bend the knees, step or walk forward. Inhale for a nice half lift. And then exhale as you fold. Opposite side. So taking that left leg back this time. Or I'm sorry, the right leg goes back this time, I believe. Find that low lunge. And I'm just gonna stay on the same side so that I face you, but open it up into your wide-legged forward fold. Lengthen through the spine, get a nice little bendy stretch through the backs of those hamstrings. Bend knees, float hands to hips, and bring it up with a flat back. Very nice. So extend that left leg out, or the left arm out, root down through that left leg, and now we're gonna bring that right knee to left elbow. See if you can catch yourself. Some days are better than others. Bring it back down into your wide legs, and then bring it in. Maybe you shorten your stance if that helps. Last one like this. And then see if you can bring the knee to elbow and then hover toes, engaging the core a little bit more. So you'll see me at a bit of an imbalance sometimes. This is real yoga, people. We're gonna find our mountain pose. Level out the hips, take your time. Flex out of that foot that's up, energy out of the heel and big toe ball mound. And then maybe you take the knee out to the side, find your balance, find a focal point. Point the toes, sweep the toes in towards the leg, feel the abs turn on, and then maybe you reach down and pull that foot up just a little bit closer. Come into tree, your version of tree, big tree, medium tree, or baby tree. And then we're gonna bring it back out to one-legged mountain. Bend into that supporting leg. And then see if you can take your eagle legs on the opposite side. Float the arms out once you find it through the legs, and then you can just self-love hug or eagle the arms, whatever feels most natural to you in this moment. Doesn't have to be what you always do. And then release the arms out. Hands to heart center. Sink a little lower. See if you can bring it into that funky chair. Feeling a nice stretch on that outer glute. This leads into arm balances, which we'll eventually get to. Step it down into chair pose. Lift the arms up. Shine the heart forward. And forward fold over those legs. Let it go. A big exhale. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, we'll meet at the top of the mat. Your call, you can flow through a vinyasa if you'd like to, or just take it right back to your downward facing dog. Your practice, your pace, your space. And pedal it out just a couple moments, really lengthening through the spine, feeling the restorative qualities of downward dog as we lengthen through the backs of the legs. And then we'll softly, gently come down to knees, take big toe mounds together, sit it back, find your child's pose. Rest the forehead onto the mat or onto a block and just chill out for a moment. Feeling the energy, appreciating it. And when you're ready, you'll come up to a seat. Bring your glutes back to heels or cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall. Welcome this stability into the heart center for both mind and body. Rest for as long as you need. I'll see you next time on the mat. Namaste.